Yeah, yeah.
Hey. Cold night groove with me. Yeah. Cold night groove, let's ride.
Yeah.
Snow dust falling on the sidewalk. Street lights buzzing like they keeping time. Hands deep in my pockets as I walk, but the rhythm's running circles in my mind. Broken taxis pass like fading dreams. Footsteps sync up with the beat I feel. Every echo bouncing off the street makes a winter night feel unreal. And I just follow where it goes. Even when the cold wind blows, this midnight city feels alive. When the groove begins to ride, winter groove ride, moving through the night. Cold wind on my face, but the beat stays bright. Every little step keeps the rhythm tight. Cruising through Harlem under soft street lights. Winter groove ride, nothing feels the same. Let the city breathe, let it say my name. Snow keeps falling, but my heart's on fire. Riding on this winter groove tonight. Blue tint shining on the brick walls. Old posters peeling like forgotten songs. But the bass inside my headphones turns a cold street into where I belong. Passing by the corners where kids laugh. Even in the frost there's a spark inside. Every heartbeat rising with the snares. I feel the whole world falling. And I just follow where it goes. Even when the cold wind blows, this midnight city feels alive. When the groove it begins to rise. Winter groove ride, moving through the night. Cold wind on my face but the beat stays bright. Every little step keeps the rhythm tight. Cruising through Harlem under soft street lights. Winter groove ride, nothing feels the same. Let the city breathe, let it say my name. Snow keeps falling but my heart's on fire. Riding on this winter groove tonight. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, in this winter groove tonight. Maybe the cold ain't cold when the beat hits. Maybe the road ain't long when the soul lifts. Everything slows, everything fits in the city where the night never quits. Winter groove ride, taking one more stride. Snowflakes dancing, moving with the vibe. Heartbeat steady, rhythm amplified. Let the whole night open wide. Winter groove ride, never feel too cold. When the music keeps your spirit bold. Let the winter wind fade out of sight. Riding on this groove tonight.
Snowy rhythm, Harlem night, yeah.
Snowflakes drifting on my jacket. Beat knocking steady like a habit. Cold wind talking but I'm past it. City keeps pulling like a magnet. Street signs humming with the low light. Footsteps tapping on the black eye. Every little sound feels so right. Moving to the groove of the night. No rush, no reason to hide. Just the rhythm keeping me alive. When the night got nothing to prove, I just follow where the beat moves. Snowy street rhythm running through my veins. Cold city weather but the groove remains. Echoes on the pavement calling out my name. Harlem in the winter never feels the same. Snowy street rhythm walking like a vibe. Heartbeat sinking as the world slides by. Frost in the air but the snare stays warm. Riding through the winter storm. Steam rising from the sewer grates. Like the city breathing in a slow pace. Kids laughing 3 blocks away. Even in the cold they play today. Distant sirens blending to the beat. Another track for the frozen street. Every block feels like a moving frame. Like the whole night playing in my brain. No rush, no reason to hide. Just the rhythm keeping me alive. When the night got nothing to prove, I just follow where the beat moves. Running through my veins. Cold city weather, but the groove remains. Echoes on the pavement calling out my name. All I'm in the winter never feels the same. Snowy street rhythm walking like a vibe. Heartbeat sinking as the world slides by. Frost in the air, but the snare stays warm. Riding through the winter storm. yeah. Harlem cold, yeah. Snow crunch underneath my shoes, heartbeat sinking with the midnight blues. Streets quiet but the bass flows through, turning every shadow into something new. Neon flickers on a corner sign, feels like the city's giving me a sign. Cold wind brushing down my spine, but the rhythm keeps me up your line. Every block's a different sound, different story spinning round, and I let the groove decide how my footsteps move tonight. Night steps in Harlem, steady on the beat. Cold air rising, but the groove is heat. Moonlight dancing on a frozen street. I keep moving where the rhythm leads. Night steps in Harlem, walking through the glide. Every single echo feels alive. Snow keeps falling, but my pulse won't freeze. I move with ease, yeah. Trash can, fire warm in someone's hands. Echo laughter of the distant kids' plans. Sirens fade behind apartment stands. City making music only Harlem understands. Grid turns white in the bluish glow. Still I follow where the low kicks go. Midnight paints the blocks in slow, while the groove keeps pushing from below. Every block's a different sound, different story spinning round, and I let the groove decide how my footsteps move tonight. Steps in Harlem, steady on the beat. Cold air rising, but the groove is heat. Moonlight dancing on a frozen street. I keep moving where the rhythm leads. Night steps in Harlem, walking through the glide. Every single echo feels alive. Snow keeps falling, but my pulse won't freeze. I move with it, yeah. Maybe I'm alone, but I don't feel cold. Every rhythm tells me something bold. Every street light singing through the snow. Feels like the city saying go slow. Night steps in Harlem, steady on the beat. Cold air rising, but the groove is heat. Moonlight dancing on a frozen street. I keep moving where the rhythm leads. Night steps in Harlem, drifting with the night. Moving like the world is painted light. Snow keeps falling, but my soul won't freeze. I move with ease, yeah. 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 Blue mist, Harlem flow. Yeah. Cold fog drifting down the avenue. Streets half empty, but the beat comes through. Breath turns silver in the midnight hue. Every little sound feels sharp and true. Car lights swimming in a hazy line. Old man humming on the corner sign. Snowflakes swirling like a design, falling right in rhythm with mine. And I just glide and let the winter city be my guide in this blue mist night, where every shadow feels alive. Blue Mist Avenue, sliding with the groove. Nothing here is still, everything can move. Heartbeat riding on the 90 BPM. Cold air whispering, follow it again. Blue Mist Avenue, drifting in the flow. Every quiet step feels like a show. Snow keeps falling, but I never slow. Got that Harlem glow, yeah. Footsteps echo like a soft drum roll. Past a closed cafe with a painted soul. Neon sign flickers on a broken pole, but the groove keeps calling for control. Kids laughter floating from a block away. Sounds like summertime on a winter day. Even in the cold there's a gentle sway, and the rhythm never fades away. And I just glide, let the winter city be my guide in this blue mist night, where every shadow feels alive. Blue Mist Avenue, sliding with the groove. Nothing here is still, everything can move. Heartbeat riding on the 90 BPM. Cold air whispering, follow it again. Blue Mist Avenue, drifting in the flow. Every quiet step feels like a show. Snow keeps falling, but I never slow. Got that Harlem glow. Oh, yeah. Maybe the night don't need a reason. Maybe the groove don't change with the season. Oh, deeper meaning in the way the city keeps breathing. You miss that man sliding in the groove. Yeah, nothing here is still, everything can move. Heartbeat riding on the 90 BPM. Cold air whispering, follow it again. This time of view, drifting in the flow. Every single moment feels control. Snow keeps falling, but the beat stays bold. This groove don't get old. Yeah, yeah. No, no. Lenox Groove. Kick drum thumping like a heartbeat. Bassline sliding underneath my feet. Snow piling up along the cracked concrete, but the rhythm makes a cold retreat. Street corners humming like a low chant. Every block feels heavy like it wants to dance. Head nods forming with no second chance. Harlem got its own romance. I don't rush, I let it ride. Let the kick and bass collide. When a wink can step aside, I'm moving with that city pride. Rhythm on Lenox, pushing through the frost. Every little beat hits hard, never lost. Bass so warm in the cold night air. Drums so tight, man, I swear. Rhythm on Lenox, walking like a vibe. Every step sinking to the midnight stride. Snow keeps falling, but the groove's too strong. I keep moving all night long. Storefront windows fogging from the heat. Inside someone's playing something sweet. Out here the snare keeps snapping clean, cutting through the haze like a laser beam. Taxi horns blending with the groove, like the city telling me to never lose a move. Every echo bouncing off the brick scene turns the winter night into a routine. I don't rush, I let it ride. Let the kick and bass collide. Window wink a step aside. I'm moving with that city pride. Rhythm on Lenox, pushing through the frost. Every little beat hits hard, never lost. Bass so warm in the cold night air. Drums so tight, man, I swear. Rhythm on Lenox, walking like a vibe. Every step sinking to the midnight stride. Snow keeps falling, but the groove's too strong. I keep moving all night long. Let the low end encircle my chest. Let the drum line put me to the test. City might freeze, but the beat don't rest. Harlem Groove always hits the best. Rhythm on Lenox, pushing through the frost. Every little beat hits hard, never lost. Space so warm in the cold night air. Drums so tight, man, I swear. Rhythm on Lenox, steady till the dawn. When the night fading, but the groove stays on. So keep falling, but I stay strong. I ride this groove all night long.
Yeah. Late night. Footsteps. Harlem cold. Let's ride. Snowflakes dancing on the crosswalk stripes. Kick drum matching all the passing lights. Cold breath floating like a little sign. City whispering you're right on time. Puddles frozen on the old brick lane. Street cats watching like they know my name. Bassline humming underneath the train. Every little sound becomes a frame. Street vendors packing up the last remains. Steam rising soft from the subway drains. Distant chatter slipping through the chains. every moment sinking with my veins. No rush, no plan, just the beat I follow. Every echo feels a little less hollow. Wind cuts deep, but the rhythm swallows all the noise of this frozen burrow. Late night footsteps, moving with the groove. Late night footsteps, nothing left to prove. Late night footsteps, cold can't break the mood. Late night footsteps, rhythm coming through. Neon flicker, painting shadows blue. Taxi drifting like it has a clue. Wind cuts sharp, but I push right through, cause the rhythm knows exactly what to do. Mailbox rattles with the passing breeze. Radiators knocking through the freeze. Harlem winter dropping slow degrees, yet the beat puts all my doubts at ease. Paper cups rolling down the sidewalk line. Sirens humming somewhere behind. Old man nodding like he reads my mind. Every block another little sign. Don't need direction, don't need a guide. Just a steady rhythm by my side. City's cold but the groove is wide, and it keeps my heartbeat amplified. Late footsteps, moving with the groove. Late night footsteps, nothing left to prove. Late night footsteps, cold can't break the mood. Late night footsteps, rhythm coming through. Late footsteps, moving with the groove. Late night footsteps, nothing left to prove. Late night footsteps, cold can't break the mood. Late night footsteps, rhythm coming through. Late footsteps, moving with the groove. Late footsteps, nothing left to prove. Late night footsteps, cold can't break the mood. Late night footsteps, rhythm coming through. Maybe the night don't need a direction. Maybe the beat is on protection. Snow on my shoulders, no hesitation. Harlem's the pulse in every section. Footsteps echo like a conversation. Bassline giving me motivation. Drums cut clean like an illustration. Screws my only destination. Late footsteps, moving with the groove. Late night footsteps, nothing left to prove. Late night footsteps, rhythm in my shoes. Late night footsteps, breaking winter blue. Late footsteps, steady through the cold. Late footsteps, never losing hope. Late night footsteps, everything feels bold. Late night footsteps, Harlem made a go.
Fresh snow settling on the storefront signs. Cold breath painting little silver lines. Footsteps crisp like a metronome climb. City beating softly in a wintertime rhyme. Street lamp halos floating in the air. Kids bundled up like they got no cares. Beat in my chest keeping time to the snare. Harlem winter vibing everywhere. And every block feels slow but alive. Every quiet echo helps me survive. Even when the wind gets deep outside, I find the rhythm I can't hide. Harlem after snow, everything moves slow, but the groove still carries me wherever I go. Cold night glow with the bass down low. Walking through the city in a steady flow. Harlem after snow, riding with the beat. Every frozen moment keeps me on my feet. Snow keeps falling, but the vibe stays sweet in this winter street. Winter Street, old posters waving on a rustic gate. Taxi lights drifting like they're running late. Shadows stretching out trying to imitate the rhythm of the night I can't escape. Steam rising quiet from the subway grate. Feels like the city taking time to meditate. Breath turns white but the groove feels great. Every single sound worth a celebrate. Every block feels slow but alive. Every quiet echo helps me survive. Even when the wind goes deep outside, I find the rhythm I can't hide. Harlem after snow, they move slow, but the groove still carries me wherever I go. Cold night glow with the bass down low. Walking through the city in a steady flow.
on, walking this rhythm, steady and low. And Winter Street, yeah. Harlem after snow, everything moves slow, but the groove still carries me wherever I go. Cold night glow with the bass down low, walking through the city in a steady flow. Harlem after snow, steady through the cold. Every single step feels controlled. Snow keeps falling, but I won't fold. Harlem groove never gets old. Never gets old. Midnight Sidewalk flow. Cold mist rolling down the avenue. Street so quiet, almost feels brand new. Kick drum tapping in my left shoe. Bassline humming like it knows the truth. Snowflakes melting on the passing cars. Store signs flicker like forgotten stars. Every little echo from the boulevard feels like a rhythm trying to hit my heart. Sidewalk flow, moving in the night. Sidewalk flow, under Harlem light. Snow might fall but the groove feels right. Sidewalk flow, city in my stride. Oh, city in my stride. Man on the corner selling midnight air. Steam from a vent rising everywhere. People walk fast like they got no time, but the beat keeps slowing down my mind. Crosswalk thinking in a frozen tone. Faint hum buzzing from a payphone. Every little moment feels full grown. Harlem Winter setting up the zone. Sidewalk flow, yeah. Moving in the night. Moving in the night. Sidewalk flow, yeah. Under Harlem lights. Snow might fall but the groove feels right. Sidewalk flow, city in my stride. Oh, let the low end talk. Let the rhythm breathe. Winter trying hard, but it won't make me freeze. Every shadow stretching like it wants to tease. But the groove stays warm, steady like a breeze. Sidewalk flow, moving in the night. Sidewalk flow, snow might fall but the groove feels right. Sidewalk but the flow, city in my stride. Sidewalk flow, steady as I go. Steady I go. Sidewalk flow, upbeat in the snow. Upbeat in the snow. Sidewalk flow, feel the city glow. Feel the city glow. Let the rhythm show. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cold lace, old blouse. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cold blocks, warm bass, old blouse. Same other. Yeah. Snow stacking soft on the window frame. Street so quiet but it calls my name. Kick drum tapping like a midnight claim. Every little echo never sounds the same. Sidewalk shining like a frozen sheet. Blueprints falling in a steady beat. City feels heavy but the groove feels sweet. Winter in Harlem never feels complete. Cold blocks, warm bass, lighting up the night. Cold wind, slow pace, but the beat hits right. Frostbite, street light, got it where I go. Cold blocks, warm bass, keep it up the flow. Taxi horns humming in a distant key, far from the grave rising endlessly. Kids at the bodega moving carefree, even in the cold they hold the energy. Old posters ripping in the passing breeze, wind shaking signs on the twisted trees, but the rhythm cuts through it gently. City heartbeat never really freeze. Cold block, warm bass, lighting up the night, lighting up. Cold winds, slow pace, but the beat hits right, Frostbite, street light, got it where I owe. Cold blocks, warm bass, keeping up the flow. Let the bassline hold me steady. Let the drums say you're ready. Everything's slow, but the groove stays heavy. Harlem nights always feeling deadly. Cold block, warm bass, lighting up the night. Cold wind, slow pace, but the beat hits right. Frostbite, street light, got it where I go. Cold block, warm bass, sweeping up flow. Cold block, warm bass, never letting go. Cold breath, rising in the afterglow. Heartbeat sinking with the falling snow. Cold block, warm bass, that's a Harlem flow. Yeah, yeah. North side and wind cutting down the block. Breathe turning white with every step I drop. Street lamp buzzing like an old school clock, keeping time while the city sleepwalks. Frozen railings on the stairwell rise. Taxi trails glowing under bluish skies. Beat in my chest matching every stride. Harlem winter moving through my mind. And even when the cold feels strong, the rhythm pulls me right along. Every echo hums its quiet song, telling me where I belong. North side rhythm line, moving through the freeze. Snow breaks slow as it follows my feet. Bass runs warm in the midnight breeze. North side rhythm, keeping me complete. Oh, north side rhythm line, steady as a roll, steady as I roll. Every frozen corner feels like home. Cold night, heavy, but the groove stays fine. Walking on the north side rhythm line. Oh, brick wall sweating from the heat inside. Old man sweeping like he's sweeping time. Music leaking from a cracked storefront sign. Soft and low like a neighborhood guide. Crosswalk blinking in a faded tone. Bodega lights humming like a saxophone. Every moving shadow feels full grown, carving out a rhythm of its own. And even when the cold feels strong, the rhythm pulls me right along. Every echo hums its quiet song, telling me where I belong. North side rhythm line, moving through the freeze. Snow breaks slow as it follows my feet. Bass runs warm in the midnight breeze. North side rhythm, keeping me complete. Oh, north side rhythm line, steady as a line, steady as I roll. Every frozen corner feels like home. Cold all night, heavy but the groove stays fine. Walking on the north side rhythm line. Let the snow fall, let the night crawl, 'cause the groove keeps me standing tall. Harlem winter never feels too small. Northside rhythm line, moving through the freeze. No snow breaks slow as it follows my feet. Bass runs warm in the midnight breeze. Northside rhythm, keeping me complete. Every frozen corner feels like home. Cold night, heavy, but the groove stays fine. Walking on the north side rhythm line. Yeah. Frost on the windows of the corner store. Midtown humming like it's seen this before. People rushing home through the frozen door, but I'm walking slow just to feel some more. Crosswalk blinking in a yellow haze. Taxi wheels sliding like they're half awake. Street signs rattling in the winter sway. Harlem night finding its own way. And though the cold keeps talking loud, the rhythm cuts through every cloud. Every echo wrapped around keeps my heartbeat safe and proud. Midtown frost vibe cutting through the night. Snow falls quiet but the groove feels right. Bassline glowing in the silver light. Midtown frost keeping me alive tonight. Midtown frost vibe steady on my feet. Every little block moves to its own beat. Cold breath rising but the rhythm's tight. I'm living in the Midtown frost tonight. Steam vents whisper on a cracked concrete, or jazz leaking from the back room seat. Wind pushing hard with a steady beat, but the groove inside keeps turning sweet. Graffiti shining on the subway side, colors blooming in the wintertime. Every shadow walking at my stride. Feels like Harlem moving in my mind. Though the cold keeps talking loud, the rhythm cuts through every cloud. Every echo wrapped around keeps my heartbeat safe and proud. Midtown frost vibe cutting through the night. Snow falls quiet but the groove feels right. Bassline glowing in the silver light. Midtown frost keeping me alive tonight. Midtown frost vibe steady on my feet. Every little block moves to its own beat. Cold breath rising but the rhythm's tight. I'm living in the Midtown frost tonight. Let the street lights blur my view. Ooh. Let the frost paint the world in blue. Ooh. Every beat I follow feels so true. When a groove pulling me through. Midtown frost vibe cutting through the night. Snow falls quiet but the groove feels right. Bassline glowing in the silver light. Midtown frost keeping me alive tonight. Midtown frost vibe steady on my feet. Every little block moves to its own beat. Cold breath rising but the rhythm's tight. I'm living in the Midtown frost tonight. Yeah. Cold wind slicing down the avenue lane. Heartbeat drumming like runaway trains. Snow hitting sideways on the window panes, but the groove jumps sharp through the winter remains. Car sliding quick on the frosted ground. Sirens bending like a distant sound. Neon bouncing in a blur around. Harlem night picking up speed right now. And every echo pushes me ahead. Rhythm waking up the roads I tread. Even when the cold hits hard instead, I move faster where the groove is led. Cold Rush Avenue, running with the beat. Snowstorm spinning, but I won't retreat. Bassline pumping underneath my feet. Cold Rush rhythm keeps me on the street. Cold Rush Avenue, breaking through the freeze. Drums hit heavy like a winter breeze. City feels wild, but the flow's on key. Cold Rush Avenue is calling me. Steam vents roaring like a midnight shout. Kids running circles trying to wear the night out. Music from a store spilling all about. Mixing with the wind till the lights fade out. Footsteps doubling like a chasing sink. Street cats moving with a hungry blink. Every block sharper than I used to think. Harlem Winter pushing on the brink. And every echo pushes me ahead. Rhythm waking up the roads I tread. Even when the cold hits hard instead, I move faster where the groove is led. Cold Rush Avenue, running with the beat. No storm spinning, but I won't retreat. Bassline pumping underneath my feet. Cold Rush rhythm keeps me on the street. Cold Rush Avenue, breaking through the freeze. Drums hit heavy like a winter breeze. City feels wild, but the flow's on key. Cold Rush Avenue is calling me. Let the snow get loud, let the night get proud. Groove too strong to be shut down. Cold Rush moving all through town. Cold Rush Avenue, running with the beat. No storm spinning, but I won't retreat. Bassline pumping underneath my feet. Cold Rush rhythm keeps me on the street. Cold Rush Avenue, breaking through the freeze. Drums hit heavy like a winter breeze. City feels wild, but the flow's on key. Cold Rush Avenue is calling me. Hey. Cold Rush Avenue is calling me.
Still went driving through the midnight blocks. Boot soles hitting like a ticking clock. Old sign shaking with the winter knocks, but the groove cuts strong through the aftershock. Taxi streaks flashing in a golden blur. Cold air slicing with a record slur. Every little sound feel rough but pure. Harlem night pushing with a certain lure. And every beat keeps pulling me through, even when the cold feels overdue. Rhythm in my chest like something new. I push the night pushes to midnight push lane. Running through the frost, beats feel heavy, but I never get lost. Baseline steady like a northern cross. This lane never shakes me off. Midnight push lane, rising in the snow. Cold on my face, but the groove won't slow. Winter trying hard, but it can't overthrow. I push the night everywhere I go. Smoke trails drifting from a corner grate. Beat in my lungs, picking up the weight. Crosswalk blinking in a frozen state. City feels tough, but the vibe feels great. Distant shouts bouncing off the brick line. Car alarms ringing out of wasted time. Every sharp breath cutting through the night, but the rhythm feels me like a street light shine. And every beat keeps pulling me through, even when the cold feels overdue. Rhythm in my chest like something new. I push the night pushes to midnight push lane. Running through the frost, street feel heavy, but I never get lost. Fast line steady like a northern cross. This rain never shakes me off. Midnight push lane, rising in the snow. Cold on my face, but the groove won't slow. Winter trying hard, but it can't overthrow. I push the night everywhere I go. Let the cold try harder, let the night fall farther. Grooves in charge like a silent partner. Harlem moves like a born street martyr. Midnight push lane, running through the front. Push the night everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Soft snow drifting on the narrow street. Footsteps landing in a gentle beat. Cold night humming underneath my feet. City breathing slow in the winter heat. Corner store buzzing with a faded light. Old man nodding as I pass the sight. Taxi tires whisper through the quiet night. Harlem moving softer but still upright. And even when the world feels still, the rhythm in my chest won't chill. Every echo rising up the hill keeps me walking where I will. Soft echo street, moving in the calm. Snow in the air, groove in my palm. Bassline warm like a winter song. Soft echo rhythm keeping me the song. Soft echo street, steady through the cold. Every little shimmer feels control. City may freeze but the groove's still bold. Soft echo street never gets old. Yeah. Steam vent glowing like a lantern flame. Kids laughter floating like a gentle frame. Posters peeling whispering the names. Every moment simple but never the same. Crosswalk blinking in a lazy tone. Music leaking from a cracked payphone. Harlem winter carving out its own. Soft echo making every step my own. And even when the world feels still, the rhythm in my chest won't chill. Every echo rising up the hill keep me walking where I will. Soft echo street, wind in the calm. Snow in the air, groove in my palm. Bassline warm like a winter song. Soft echo rhythm keeping me the song. Soft echo street, steady through the cold. Every little shimmer feels control. The city may freeze but the groove's still bold. Yeah. Soft echo street, never gets old. Yeah, yeah. Let the slow night talk. Let the cool wind walk. Every little groove becomes my cloud. Soft echo ticking through every block. Yeah. Soft echo sitting in the calm. Snow in the air, groove in my palm. Bassline warm like a winter song. Soft echo rhythm keeping me the song. Steady through the cold. Every little shimmer feels control. City may freeze but the groove's still bold. Yeah. Soft echo street never gets old. Soft echo street never gets old.
Punching hard down the avenue crack. Street lights flicker like they're fighting back. Cold air slicing with a sudden smack. But the groove is stronger than a night attack. Taxi beams cutting through the drifting snow. Footprints running where the wild winds blow. Bassline rumbling from the blocks below. Harlem heartbeat starting to overflow. And every step lights up the ground. Every echo turns into a sound. Cold may rise but I won't slow down. Groove's too deep to shut me out now. Harlem Run Midnight, breaking through the freeze. Drums hit heavy like a heartbeat tease. Snowstorm spinning, but I own these streets. Harlem Run Midnight, moving with the beat. Harlem leaves no mark. Harlem Run Midnight. This is where I start. Steam vents roaring like a giant's breath. Every corner echoing a near misstep. Wind so sharp it could cut through flesh, but the rhythm pulls me past every test. Neon signs crashing in a twisted glow. Broken posters waving like they're in a show. Harlem winter hidden with a crooked throw, but the groove stays steady in the undertow. And every step lights up the ground. Every echo turns into a sound. Road may rise, but I won't slow down. Groove's too deep to shut me out now. Harlem Run Midnight, breaking through the freeze. Drums hit heavy like a heartbeat tease. Snowstorm spinning, but I own these streets. Harlem Run Midnight, moving with the beat. Harlem Run Midnight, rising through the dark. Bassline glowing like a subway spark. City might shake, but it leaves no mark. Let the night go wild. Let the cold get wild. Every step I take adds a mile. Groove's been with me all this while. Snow can't slow my stride. Wind can't break my pride. Harlem's the fire burning inside. Midnight run, yeah, that's my guy. Harlem Run Midnight, moving with the beat. Harlem Run Midnight, rising through the dark.